Read a fucking paper. There's a lot of talk about the current privatisation of the NHS that has been for ages. But what seems to have slipped under the radar for most part, although it's been briefly in the news for a little bit, is our privatisation of the school system. At the moment, moving all schools to academies. Now, the government have U-turned on this, like they've U-turned on a lot of things. But they've U-turned in a way of saying, right, what we're going to do is if a school doesn't reach this particular criteria, then we will move it to academies. Now, with academies, what you have to understand is they're a pseudo-charity that a school has to give over all of their land, write it off. So far, over £15 billion worth of land has been given to these pseudo-fucking charities, all end up being friends of the Tories, shock and horror surprise for everyone there. So far, they actually now own over £15 billion worth of land for free. They didn't pay a fucking penny for it. And everyone says, well, they're non-profit. These academies, they're non-profit. They don't make any money. Which, if you think that, you're an idiot. How do you think that people are doing this from the kindness of their own heart? You have a look at what they pay themselves and see how much higher it is compared to any other headmaster. You see who they give all of the contracts to. You see the fact that they create companies to give contracts to. So they're the director of this company and the director of this school, and they hand it over. Whilst we're all talking about the NHS, we cannot lose sight of everything else that's going bad. I want to keep the NHS public, but the NHS isn't. I'll do another video on that, probably after this one. But with schools, what we've got at the moment is we're getting more and more people who are not qualified to teach. There is like a 20% at the moment of teachers that do not have the relevant A-level to teach what they're doing. Imagine being at school, getting to a point where your teacher knows less than you do for going on for this GCSE. Why did you get a C? Because that's what my fucking teacher got. My teacher got a C in this subject, and that is the best I could ever fucking hope for. The only thing you should be able to teach if you do not have the qualifications is PE, and all you need is a qualification to be a PE teacher is to not be a paedophile.